Hey guys, I'm going to do a little review on the new Latitude Synergy sticks. I've had these for a little while. I've gone up the tree once with them, not a ton of times, but I'm just blown away at how obviously light these sticks are. I've got the old ones here to compare. I use these all fall, last couple falls, and they're a little beat up. I spray painted them a few times. I got the aiders on them, but I didn't know if they could expand and make them that much better. But there's some noticeable differences that we'll talk about. I want to compare them a little bit. So these Synergy sticks, what they call them, probably the biggest advantage I would say to these is the way they connect. It's pretty much silent, So people ask what the advantage of that is over the old ones. These ones would stack really well, and you could tie them together. You could kind of, they had the bungee system that would help keep those close. But the tough thing is climbing up. You would have to find yourself kind of putting them on different points of your saddle. Or what I always do is I'd put them in a branch on a tree and kind of have a camera guy get me the next stick. So it wasn't difficult. I got good at it, and there's a method to it. But having these all connected, you can now go up the tree and have them all on your saddle, and you can just pull off one at a time. So to me, that's a huge advantage. Obviously, filming, having two guys with you, there's definitely already an advantage there for climbing as far as guys handing stuff up or tossing these sticks up to you. But for you true public land guys or run and gun guys that are by yourself, these connect so well. It's got kind of the silent strip right there, on each spot. So that connection already, because as you guys know, carbon as it stands, can be noisy. I felt like that was one thing with these is if you weren't careful hitting these together, they'd be a little noisy. But together with these strips, as you can see, pushing that together was pretty silent. So kind of the same rope attachment. I don't know what the correct terminology is, but I know I was always scared of using this when we started, and I've learned to trust it. So for you big guys, I don't think it's as big of a deal as people think, but they go together really nicely. You kind of cinch them up through there. And just like the old sticks, all these little things put together, like they always ended with a little bit of slack right there, so you could always put them together easily because, you're doing a lot of this stuff in the dark. So having that little bit of slack helps. So it comes in a pack of 3, the Synergy sticks. I believe they are 14.9 ounces per stick. So I think they are the lightest stick on the market right now. These are pretty light. They're, think about a pound, not a huge weight difference. Size-wise, pretty similar. I will say this track is much more aggressive, which I like. I don't know if it's much wider. Looks about the same, but having that aggressive track. And then the other thing that I like that's different from the old sticks is with this plate here, it was, there's a little bit of slippage there. Now these are a little bit lower, so it sticks out from the tree just a little bit better. So that's gonna help. It bites really well against the tree. And again, just so light. So to me, there's a lot of takeaways here. They're lighter, not by a crazy amount, but they are lighter, which, weight is everything when it comes to saddle guys. And then how silent they are and the fact that they stick together. So if you guys are looking for new sticks, it's kind of tough not to look at these Synergy sticks from Latitude. I'm gonna be running these all fall. I'll probably paint them up. Not that I think they're gonna stand out on the tree, but I always like to just hide. I think it looks better in the pack, hides a little bit. You can put aiders on these, which I love for like my bottom 1 or 2 sticks. Anything above that, it gets a little hairy for me. So I'll do a couple aiders on these. Pack well. They are not gonna come apart without just that perfect amount of force. So yeah, these Synergy sticks, game changer. I will still use my old SS sticks. I like running 4 of these, but just a great new tool for the arsenal. So check them out, Latitude Outdoors, the Synergy sticks.